Family, as always, I will say, give thanks and praises, as you know that, to your creator, whoever you might conceive him to be. I just finished watching a video about an hour and 20 minutes long on this lawyer guy from 2001 that was wondering why I'm here, what's the purpose of life, and what am I doing here? And they keep asking themselves these questions. And this video is very deep, very, very deep. He says he was walking from work. He was a lawyer now, well dressed, walking from work. And this homeless man ran into him. And he asked him, "Why you run into me? What happened?" He says, "Well, you were wondering your purpose of life, why you're here, and the purpose of life." He says, "Well, I can ask you a question." He said, "How could you ask me questions when you smells and you look dirty?" He said, "Well, things are not always what they seems." Anyway, the man walked away, went to a store, and he went to look for the man. He didn't find the man. And he was looking for the man all over the place. The next couple of days, he found the man on the same bench. And the man told him, "I'm your spirit guide. And if I had appeared well dressed, you would not actually want to talk to me. But because I appeared homeless, you figured, well, you have something on me, so you would guess listen to me." So anyway, the spirit, this is so interesting, folks. It blows my mind. A lot of stuff I know, but the way the guy put it in perspective is like, you really have nothing to worry about, really. And he says, they talked for a while. He said that they talk almost every week on his bench for a while. And the guy decided to take him to different worlds, in different parallel universe, in different dimensions, in different realities. How they do that, I don't know, but the guy, the spirit guy, and they do that. Anyway, he went to a higher part of Earth in the fifth dimension, where people live in love and peace and harmony, no killing, no greed, no selfishness. They don't have no money. They don't want for nothing. They don't work. Everything is provided for them. All they do is live in love and peace and harmony. He says that Atlantis and Mimaru was destroyed because of greed and selfishness. And the way the Earth is going, it might happen like that. But they have, like I said before in the previous video, they have something called the Galactic Federation of Light that monitor the planets, and they're monitoring Earth to make sure it don't happen. I'm going to try this to make this as short as possible, but it's interesting. You went to different parts of the universe, see different entities living differently. Some is more advanced than Earth, some is less advanced than Earth. He says the people on Earth is destroying the whales, the dolphins, and they are more intelligent than us. They're destroying the Earth. He says Gaia, which is Mother Earth. They went into Mother Earth in the Gaia and wonder what Mother Earth is saying. Why is the people on Earth so destructive? They're putting all sorts of chemicals into me. They're destroying the ozone layer. They're destroying the atmosphere. They're destroying the rainforest. This song so far affects the people, but I really don't care because this is. I would like to post a video here, but it's an hour and 20 long, and people attention span is so short here or late that I don't think you guys will find the time to actually sit down and watch the video for an hour. But anyway, if you do want to watch it for an hour, let me know. I will post this video on here that you guys can watch it. Believe you need to watch this video. This guy is talking about whatever you do, you have to live in love and peace and harmony. No hate, no selfishness, no greed. And people on Earth always trying to get rich, running about money, spending their life worrying about things that they really can't take with them. The guy says, in other words, they don't have this. You don't have people worrying about money because there's no money. They don't eat no animals. They don't consume no food, no animal flesh. They eat all natural stuff. He says in some planets they have a pill that you take that you live to be 1,000 years old. You can eat anything you want to eat. You don't gain no weight. Like I said before, And I said, uh, so interesting, man. He says the creator, the more you learn, the more you expand your knowledge, the more the creator expand, because we are part of the creator having a physical experience. And the more we remember, the more we learn, the more the creator expand and get bigger. It's the non-ending process to this world that we're living in, or this universe, or this dimension, or this cosmic world is a non-ending. We do not, it is no end to this. It keeps on going and going and going. That means there's no end to us. We keep on going and going. He said we can, as a matter of fact, like I said before in a video years ago, we choose our parents, we choose to come to earth to experience what it is to be physical. We choose how we're going to die, all that stuff, because we don't die. And if we leave here and we go right back to the spirit world, he says 80 years on earth is like a blink in an eye to the spirit world. That's why people keep coming back here, because when you leave here, it's like a blink. 80 years is like a blink. It's like nothing to the spirit world. That's why people keep coming back and remember being here before, because it's just an experience. And you keep coming back and coming back until you really don't want to come here no more, to go someplace different. I mean, folks, it's like I keep saying over and over, for the best of my knowledge over the years and the books I read, I keep saying we have nothing to worry about. And this confirms what I'm saying for years. We have totally nothing to worry about. You don't worry about money. You don't stress about children. You don't stress about job. You don't stress about cars. You don't stress about wives. You don't worry about nothing. Because when you leave here, you either can come back or go someplace different. Because we don't die. We are multi-dimensional beings. We live on and on. I'm constantly saying that. And I keep telling you guys, we have nothing to worry about. The wars and stuff on here, it's all a big game being played out. Everything is just a big game being played out. But I mean, like I said, a lot of this stuff I've known, but the way this guy breaks it down, the different dimensions, the different worlds, the different realities, he says a spirit guy drop him into a wormhole, which is totally dark, a black hole, which is totally darkness. And he felt so scared and alone. He wasn't fearful, but he felt scared and alone until he see the light at the end. So he asked the spirit guy, why you do that to me? He says, I was always there with you. But they just show you, in order for you to appreciate the light, you have to know the darkness. And that goes for a lot of things. In order for you to appreciate what you have to lose it. In order for you to appreciate your wife, you have to lose her, or she being sick and come back well again. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show that it is nothing for us to worry about, folks. Nothing for us to worry about. I mean, despite the fact we live in a physical world and things happen in the physical world, yes, you still prepare yourself for certain things because you're living in a physical world, a three-dimensional reality, which is up and down, left and right, in and out. This is three-dimensional. So in the physical world, you still have to prepare yourself for certain things. But apart from that, you don't have to worry about nothing, because if you don't have nothing and you pass on, this is like the guy said, living to 80, 90 years is like a blink on the spirit world. It's nothing to them. Folks, listen, man. Let me know if you want to watch this video. It's an hour and about 20 minutes long, but it's very, very informative. Until then, folks, just be loving. I keep saying it all the time. The only thing is going to get us through all of this is being strict. Forgiving people. Don't hold no grudges, no animosity, no hate, no anger towards no person, regardless of what they do to you. Do not hold no animosity, no anger, no greed, no jealousy, nothing like that. Don't hold. And as a matter of fact, let me cap it off this one. This lady was driving home with her family, and a guy hit her and killed the family. She survived. And she asked God, she said she cursed the Creator. She cursed everything about life, and it's ridiculous and that. And she decided to sell what she had and just move some part of India and went to a monastery and just meditate and meditate and meditate. And as she meditated for, I don't know how long she did it. He says, in order to raise your vibration, you have to forgive and don't have no anger or greed or jealousy. So what the lady did, she went and she meditated for a longer time, maybe a year or so, and she forgave the guy that killed her family, and that's how she raised her vibration to go to the fifth dimension. That's why a lot of people, I remember years ago in Canada, where I used to live, there was an Indian tribe that lived in a remote area. They were there for a while. And then guess one day they all disappear. When they went there, the whole tribe was gone. There was only one way in, one way out. So what the guy is trying to say that when you raise your vibration to the level to meet the fifth dimension, you can just leave here. You can just leave the third dimension. You can just disappear. And it happens more than once, but it sounds far-fetched, right? It sounds crazy. To those that think it's crazy, hey, it's on you. For me, I know it's possible. I believe it's possible because if you can raise your vibration, that's what it's called the Mandela effect. Some people think that Mandela had died in certain years in the prison, and some people think he came out of prison and be the prime minister. That's called the Mandela effect. That means the two worlds was clashing together. One person, some people think he died in prison. Some other people think he came out and be a president. That's what, like I said before, that's what you call the Mandela effect. Two worlds came together. Folks, I love you guys, man. Remember, be loving and kind and giving and caring. That's the only thing is going to get us to go to another direction, to live in love and peace and harmony. Until then, folks, I love you guys. I really do. Thanks. Peace out. One love.